I have already found Nemo. We're done with the pack. We can go home. Oh no, you're Willy. Okay, I thought Nemo has grown. Anyways, hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Nemo Pack. How are you guys doing today? How's life? I should probably not spend the entire day talking, we should gather some resources and start going mining. And the crafting table was apparently a quest. If you read the description of this mod pack, you might notice that they're calling it an expert mode mod pack. Some of the recipes have been tweaked, there are some gates, some of the mechanics have also been changed. For example, you cannot just make a pickaxe, you need straw. And this is why I'm trying to get one flint. Yes, finally. And we're going to use it in order to make a flint knife and start gathering straw. That should be enough. Also, since the recipe of beds have not been changed, let us get some wool. But there is a house. With a bed. Okay, that's home. We just killed your parents. I'm sorry. So here is my pick, here is one axe, and in order to upgrade everything into stone, we need treated wood. So I'm guessing wooden sword it is. I was running out of food and I did find a patch of strawberries. Strawberry is my favorite fruit. Or technically vegetable if you want to be scientific. As I said, a lot of recipes in this mod pack has been changed. For instance, in order to make a furnace, this is the recipe. And although we already have a furnace, we technically have to craft it. I have also gathered some clay, so this should not be an issue. There is a zombie. I just went out of the house and I saw this shaft. There is something down here. Okay, we have our own villager. And some food. Exploration in mod packs is really nice. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, our first furnace. It is obvious that treated wood is far away, and even if I manage to make a coke oven, I cannot make an engineer's hammer. Because it requires iron. So we need to get into Tetra and upgrade our pick. And the way that I have understood this, we are going to need a wooden hammer. There you go. And we use it on a crafting table. Very cool. So I should be able to upgrade the head to stone, right? Yes. Thank you very much. You also need wood to repair it. Fine by me. We have a stone pick. We should be able to get iron. If I'm not wrong, I did manage to find a little bit of iron over here. Yes. We take you home. Oh, and by the way, just in case you're wondering, we do not have any vein miner. Can I get quartz? Because you can actually use it in order to make tools and they're as decent as iron. I just gathered a little bit of resources and it seems that making a coke oven is not that difficult. So maybe we should work towards it. Because the recipe for a bucket has also not been changed, and if we manage to get creosote oil, we can make proper tools. I know that Tetra tools are also okay, but you know what I meant. Is that a dinosaur? What the hell is this? Oh, it's bone blocks with mobs inside. Okay. Yes, exploration actually pays off. And if we want to make a coke oven, we need a decent amount of clay. So let me gather some and I'll be right back. Okay, I did manage to gather a decent amount of clay, but we need to do a little bit of farming. And farming is not just going to be for food, we also need it for string. Because I did manage to find some industrial hemp. We are also going to have some strawberries. You get the seed by just putting the strawberry in your crafting grid. And we also have wheat, so why not? We have a decent amount of bone meal, so getting string is not going to be a problem. We need 27 coke bricks, and the reason that we wanted the string was to make the hammer. We don't really have a base and I do not have any building material, but for the moment we're going to put the coke oven over here so that I can get some tools. I think each 2 pieces of coal gives you 1 bucket. We do have 2 buckets of creosote oil and I'm going to use some of that in order to make some treated sticks. There you go, we get 8 treated wood planks, and I don't know, 8 sticks should be enough. I'm not going to waste iron in order to make picks, we're going to use Certus quartz. I should have more, yes. Maybe we just get a sword and maybe a shovel. Also, I was checking if we have any backpacks. Unfortunately, there is one from Quark which requires a Ravager hide. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, so instead we're going to make a wooden crate from Immersive Engineering. I can put my garbage inside and we can break it, right? Yes. I'm going to find that crow and I'm going to eat it. Hello. So ladies and gentlemen, we start with my favorite part of the game, mining. I didn't really want to go on exploration, but the issue is that I hate the color of grass in our immediate vicinity. So I was thinking maybe we move here. The grass is nice, it's relatively flat, and we have access to oak. And bamboo. And a very angry panda. I know that this is a very stupid idea, but I had to check it out. Oh, there are spawners. Okay, no. We hit the jackpot. Not so much, but you know. We get a magnet, we get a decent axe, I can wear pants and boots. I would have never guessed there's more gold. It's actually really good that we found this area because in order to make the blast bricks, we need magma blocks. And there's plenty of it around here. We need 9. Anyhow, I'm not looking for loot, I'm just looking for dark oak. Yes, glowstone. What do I throw out? We don't need you. More glowstone. Does it point towards a village? Well, we are not going to go with dark oak because I could not find the dark oak forest, but instead we are going to go with spruce because, well, I could find spruce. Then I was thinking, instead of moving to the plains, which is barren and flat and boring, why don't we live in the mountains? It's beautiful and the grass is greener. Also, it has a lot of elevation and we can make our base look really nice. Oh, that was a piranha. In the meantime that I'm gathering some resources, I thought maybe we should have a small chit chat on how we should progress in this mod pack. We need some of that. The 2 mods which are not gated are Eidolon and Immersive Engineering. Eidolon unlocks Astral Sorcery, Botania and Mana and Artifice, and after getting Steel from Immersive Engineering we can unlock Create. Create unlocks Mechanism, Mechanism unlocks Applied Energistics. Applied Energistics unlocks Power, and then we get to the creative items. It does sound very simple, but I can assure you it's a very long journey. And of course, all of that being said, our main goal for today is to try and get steel. We have 8 coal coke. We don't have that much iron. I'm cooking up a little bit, right? Yes. So I think what we're going to do today is to try and get a little bit of steel and then try to see if we can go to the nether. If we want to follow the quest book, our next quest is to get the engineer's crafting table. I'm not exactly sure if this is better than a vanilla crafting table or not. Yes, it is. It has an inventory. And I'm going to go very super fancy and make the engineer's workbench. We don't need it right now, but it's good to have. Another thing that you might be thinking is that, Lush, why do we have to go to the nether? That is a very good question, and I do have a very good answer. Applied Energistics is gated after Mechanism, so it's far away, and we need some sort of an inventory management system. There is a mod called Tom's Simple Storage mod, and if you look at the recipe, we need glowstone, which we thankfully found, but we also need quartz. Oh, and we also need an ender pearl. We found it, but you know. I was testing and it seems that you cannot mine obsidian with a steel pickaxe, so we need to find diamonds. We have quark in the pack, so we should be able to find the Ring of Pure Daisy in the plains biome, and we should be able to find diamonds very easy. Cause I do remember seeing them, yes, over there. This should be the center, right? We go down. Well, this one had emerald, and I would say quite a bit. But we are at Y level 26, so maybe we just go down and try to find it. What are you? I'm not going to stay here to find out. I did manage to find a little bit more diamonds, but we only have 5. There's another spawner? Oh yes, I did not see that one. Basically what I'm trying to tell you is that we have 5 diamonds and we cannot spend it on a pickaxe. Because in order to make this inventory management system, we need 1 diamond in order to make the inventory connector, and we need 4 in order to make the crafting terminal. So here is the plan. If we cannot mine obsidian, we will make it. There is a lava pool nearby and we do have a tank. Perfect. This will do. There was an alligator. We're not going to look, we just run. The problem is that making armor in this mod pack is incredibly expensive. This is what you need in order to make an iron chestplate, which doesn't really help you in a mod pack where every mob wants to eat your face. But in any case, we are going to set up our nether portal over here. And I do understand that I'm making a mess, but you should remember that I'm not a speedrunner, and a portal has to be 3 by 3. Again, in this mod pack, flint and steel requires actual steel. And I noticed we can make chainmail. It's not going to give me great protection, but it's better than nothing. So ladies and gentlemen, see you in hell. Very welcoming. Oh, there's quartz. That's what we need. I could not have spawned in a more terrible location. It's perfectly fine by me, we have what we need, we go home. So the way that this mod works is that we can just make a storage terminal, like so. And if we attach it to any chest, we should be able to see the content which is inside. We can also upgrade it into a crafting terminal, which as the name would suggest, we can attach it to a chest, access the inventory, and also craft with it. For the moment, we want to add multiple inventories, we don't want just one chest. So we need to make something called an inventory connector. And if I put it between all the chests, attach the terminal, we can access all of them. We can also extend it using inventory trims as well as inventory proxy. And did you know, there's also a wireless terminal. Obviously we cannot afford it right now, but that is an option. One thing that I should have probably shown you was the endgame recipes. There are 2 creative items that we should make. At first glance it doesn't look that bad, but if you look at the Transcendium ingot, then you will see a problem. You need 4 antimatter pellets for each one. You also need 4 blocks of terrasteel. And you also need nitro capacitors. What is the recipe of a nitro capacitor? You need uranite. And this is the recipe for Euronanite. And just in case you're wondering, this is also the recipe of making the paste from Paua. And obviously the recipe for Shattered Singularity. It's gonna be painful, I know. Anyhow, now that we have access to a little bit of steel, we have 3 options for today. Getting into a little bit of Create, getting into Eidolon because this is going to be our best friend for the rest of the game, or making a house, which I think that's the thing that we should do. Oh, and I forgot to mention, do you see those trees over there? Some of them are dark oak, some of them are oak, and some of them are spruce. So I did not have to travel 2000 blocks in order to find dark oak. But since I do not like the texture, we're not gonna use it. That is the way to my home. And it's kind of blocked. It's a good thing that they don't have that much health. Oh, he does drop a seed. And basically we can have a turret. My mob issues aside, I decided to make a very small hobbit hole over here. We can have access to the plains, and we can also have access to this area over here. Of course, it's not going to be something incredibly super fancy because we are extremely poor. What is that? That is an alligator. Well, I don't have any more arrows, so you're going to stay there. I think with the limitations that we have on resources, this is not the worst block palette. Of course, we are going to change it later on when we are rich. So we do have access to a very simple storage network, but there is a giant flaw. We do not have access to iron chests, so the best inventory that we can get is basically a double chest. So what we're going to do is that we're going to have our crafting terminal over here, the connector in the back, and we need to extend it using trims. What we can do now is that we can have double chests like so, and we should have access to some inventory, right? Yes. We are going to need a lot of chests, I know. So let me transfer all the items and I'll be right back. Welcome to my humble abode. It's not exactly a work of art, but it's also not the worst thing that I have made on day one. So for the moment, I'm pretty happy with it. But there are a few things that we need to do. Food is an issue, and I was thinking maybe we can get some eggs, because we can put them inside the furnace and get fried egg, and we can make a sandwich. And it also gives you a decent amount of saturation. There is a mod called Supplementaries and it has a cage. You should be able to capture small animals in it. Or at least that is how I think it works. We just need to find a chicken. So can I pick you up? Yes. You just sneak and right click. We also need one piece of carpet, and I remembered at our old home we have carpets. Oh, and by the way, next episode we will do something with our villagers, but not today. I do not want them to drive me mad, so we're going to put it far away from our home. Oh, there's another alligator. I'm scared of them. And besides, he does not look very friendly. So here is one chicken, and I'm assuming if I manage to breed them, we will have 3. Here's the point. We are not going to get into create mode today because I need to do a lot more mining and gather a little bit more resources so that I can have a sufficient amount of steel. So I think instead what we're going to do is that we're going to try and go on a very small adventure in order to find a few stuff. Eidolon is going to be our best friend in early game, so I'm assuming getting into that is more useful. So we are going to go on a very small adventure. Maybe we will find a witch in order to get our first chant in Eidolon, and maybe we find a few villages. And we can finally have a decent food. Not that much, but 2 sandwiches. One thing that you should remember is that adventuring in this mod pack is not as easy as you would think because there are so many hostile mobs and everybody wants to kill you. I found a sign which said that there should be something 700 meters that way. Maybe it's a village. You can see it on the map. Beans. I like beans. This would have been a very nice place to start our base, but oh my goodness. Food. This time I was a very wise person and I did bring crates. Obviously we should also take the bell. Some constellation papers. Well, I did find a swamp from Biomes of Plenty, but what is this? It's from quark. Can you mine it? Ew. They do emit light, so why not? I have seen something of interest on the map and it's a roguelike dungeon? Really? Yeah, I think it's a roguelike dungeon. Or was. Diamond boots. We take it. The first level of roguelike dungeons should not be that bad, so we should be able to get a little bit of loot. It's a skeleton. We break it. Kitty slippers. Creepers avoid the wearer. And it's also a bubble, so we can wear it. Oh, they look horrible. We also got a diamond shovel. Honestly speaking, the loot is not that bad. We got a decent amount of food as well. These astral temples are amazing. There could have been so many easier ways of finding a witch, but I think I saw a witch hut on the minimap. Oh yes, it's over there. It's just that we're not situated in an ideal location and I don't know how to get up there. Okay, I'm guessing like this. We just have to throw the book, she will write it for us, and then we run away. You don't worry. Thank you. What I was trying to say was that normally when you want to throw away some item from your inventory, you press Q, and for some reason in this mod pack it's not working. I always used to think that was a vanilla functionality. It cannot be a good first episode if you don't die, right? I just did. Not during exploration. At our doorstep. That stupid thing has shielding. Can I shoot you with a bow? No. It's okay, we just wait for it to despawn. Oh, you can shoot it. Okay, I got my revenge. Cloud step and protection. Since we have been back from adventuring, I noticed that our storage situation is not the best. So maybe we're going to extend it by one more block. This has been bugging me for a while. There is an alligator over there. Can we kill it? He is taking damage. He died. He dropped something. You can make a crocodile chestplate, which is actually decent. I'm assuming mana and artifice is also going to be important for us in this mod pack, and this guy is selling us a rune scribing recipe for the ender. I know I said we're not going to get into Eidolon today, but you should remember, darkness cannot stay in the shadows all the time. So maybe what we're going to do today is that we're going to start praying to the Lord of Darkness and ask for his guidance. Here is my altar. Here is my straw effigy. We can increase it by having some candles. I am very sorry, but we do not have access to anything else. So it's just the effigy and 2 candles. If I remember everything correctly from all the mod 6, we need to start with a dark prayer, and this is the chant. So 3 times, we pray. We got something. No? Darkness was not in the mood today. How about today? Nope. It has been the next day, so let us try this one more time and see if it works. Please work. Nope. We need to make the altar more powerful, and the only thing that I can think of is warped fungus or crimson fungus, because a wither rose is far away. It's just that our location in the nether is really bad. Okay, so if we look at the map, there is a warped forest over here and a crimson forest over here. I think a warped forest is more accessible. I say that, and that's a long jump. But don't you worry, I have blocks. If you look at the minimap, you might notice that we are going in the correct direction. What is that? Hello? Are you friendly? That one is not. Oh, it's an imp from Mana and Artifice. I think as long as we have not chosen our affiliation, he should be okay with us. Nope. Nope. Okay, I do have a plan. I just need more blocks and a few more picks. Therefore, we are going to go home and bring some provisions. I'm still a jerk, right? No, we unlocked it. It's okay, even though we have unlocked it, we still need to explore in the nether, so having a tunnel is not a very bad idea. Yes, me has been digging. And this is a crimson forest. Although I just remembered, it's not very safe, is it? We also take some of you? My biggest issue is that I do not see any nether fortresses on the map, and that has me worried. Although, there is a pyramid, home sweet home, and we have a mushroom. Anyway guys, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Next episode we have to get into Create and Eidolon. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.